So, tonight I had a very interesting dream. Let me retrace the sequence of events. I'm currently at a place that was a hunting place for Alexander II, the Tsar of Russia. Generally, this place, called Spała, near Tomaszów Mazowiecki, was renowned for hunting, for animals. So during the Christmas or Xronos-Mass Eve, I mentioned to the husband of my mother that we were exchanging the white wafers that symbolized the body of Christ. So in jokes I said, well, now we can eat the cadaver of this liar. What happened then? Well, I had a dream in which there was a hunting party, and the unsuspecting party found in the hills, in the mountains, there are no mountains around here, they looked more like Canadian mountains, a cadaver of a wolf, because someone went missing, and the skin of this wolf was cut in half. Inside, there were muscles, remnants of meat. But they noticed that there was a cut on the wolf's skin, and it was a human cut. So we removed the meat, and we found the symbol of Algiz on the under side of the meat, as if symbolizing werewolf. However, somebody mentioned Wendigo. Now, in the Canadian Quebec folklore, Wendigo is a cannibal hunting for human flesh, sometimes possessing people of immoderate desires. So I started, after waking up, associating it. First of all, the massacre of animals, how certain cruel creatures in the shadows are made by cruelty of human beings towards animals, by unrestrained consumption, without regard for nature at all. Now let us remember that 200,000 years ago humans were cannibals. And it took a long time to civilize them, to tame the beast within. So I connected that with my intellective, rational and spirited part of my mind and soul, shadow soul. And I knew that the wolf is symbolizing me, that the meat scratched off the skin means that I emptied myself of certain bestial desires. But the marking was interesting. I connected it to the botanic wild hunt. Somehow I had a dream about Odin years ago when he took me for a night flight into the stars. So underneath the skin I have a little marking, meaning that to control the beast within doesn't mean to tame it completely. And emptying yourself of passions and instincts, in Dionysian terms, tartarism, doesn't mean that you are completely in charge of yourself. In other words, that was a reminder that even if you conquer the animal within, you must watch on not developing that into psychopathic cruelty. You must be moderate, everything in moderation, nothing in excess, as in the oracles of Delphi, the quote. And that is also a symbol of the modern world with unrestrained passions, desires and consumption, a certain warning of the fates, of those who engage in certain indulgences. To the shadow worlds, to the demons, to the beasts of the shadow worlds. You're not gods, you're mere animals, and your souls are dealt with in a way that is accordant with your conduct of life, with karma, with your inclination. And I received it both as a warning to be cautious, not to be overly cruel. Even in jokes, certain demons are very humorous. And as a prompt to engineer this little speech, Captain's Magical Slog, in order to convey one message: be moderate, be wise, just. Because there are limits to a mortal human being. And there is an occult machinery that has no toleration for the excess that humanity engages in. That is all. Thank you.